We've been out today on the Sport Ireland campus for the Paralympics Ireland athletics team announcement. The athletes that will be heading out to Tokyo to compete in the Paralympic Games have been talking to us about some of the experiences that they're looking forward to and how they've lived through the Paralympic experience in the past. So we're joined now out at the Sport Ireland campus by Jason Smyth, perhaps our greatest Paralympian of all time, perhaps the greatest Paralympian of all time. Jason, this is your fourth Paralympic Games. How does it feel heading to Tokyo as opposed to when you were a callow youth heading out to Beijing?
Yeah, it's probably quite different, really. I think as time goes on, it's great to be going, and obviously it's Paralympic Games, it's massive. Probably don't get as giddy and excited about it as maybe I did back in Beijing, but I think this is going to be very interesting games, just because of how different the whole situation has been leading up to it, and obviously we've had some success off the Olympics, which gives the Paralympics a nice platform to hopefully kick off from and continue that success.
Have you been watching much of the action from Tokyo over the Olympic Games?
Yeah, I haven't been getting up in the middle of the night to watch anything, but I've tend to, depending days on training as well, watch some things on the Tokyo evening session, which is the morning afternoon here. Watched quite a good bit of athletics, and then just kept a tabs on what has been going on from an Irish perspective, and things on trying to watch and see how they're getting on. So it's it's like a lot of these games, isn't it? There's lots of success, and it's also things for people that don't go so well, and it's that whole journey, and it's exciting and to see and watch.
Very much a roller coaster.
Yeah.
What's your own schedule like over the next couple of days now? You'll be travelling out to Tokyo, and then the games get underway. Where do you see yourself getting ready? Are you building up in the village, or are you doing any camp in advance of that?
At this stage, really, the work is done. Today we head out we're in a camp which really just getting in the swing of things. We leave on Thursday. We're there for, I think, about a week, 8 days. So I mean, it's an 8-hour time difference. They say an hour per day of adjusting. So by the time you leave the camp, you're heading into the village. So we're in there from August 20th, and then I'm on August 29th. So really at this stage, it's very much around fine-tuning, and as anybody knows, it becomes a mental game when we get to this close, and there's very little you can change and impact physically.
You seem very relaxed in your head. How are you feeling physically now going into this games?
Relaxed as well. I think it's one of the great things just about, you talk about the fourth games, and with that comes a lot of experience and knowing how to deal with it and deal with the expectation, but also knowing how to prepare right and get things right, and I suppose it all becomes about timing of when you get things right. So I'm happy with where things are, and hopefully, as I say, in the next few weeks, just sharpen up a little bit more, and it all becomes about executing on the day.
Great. Well, the very best of luck. You travel with the hopes of a nation on your shoulders.
Thank you. No problem.
We're joined now by Mary Fitzgerald, who's heading out to Tokyo for her first Paralympic Games. A native of Kilkenny, Mary is competing in the shot put. How are you feeling heading out to Tokyo 2020?
Yeah, I'm excited, tremendously excited. Of course, there's been a build-up over several months, but it's beginning to get real now. We had the kit day today, we're getting our photos taken, and it's beginning to get real. We're flying out on Thursday, so just being with the guys, being around the guys, everybody's just so excited, and just can't wait to get out there, and it's possibly the biggest competition of your life, so I'm just so excited to get out there.
It's your first Paralympic Games, but you have competed in European, winning a bronze medal as well, and at the World Championships. So what do you feel are your prospects heading out now to Tokyo? What do you know about the opposition that we haven't seen much of over the last couple of years?
So the standard of my competition has really stepped up over the past few years. So it's the F40 women's shot put. So F40 refers to women of short stature within a certain range of height. So the standard has stepped up in terms of the top 8 in the world, you could say, and in terms of reaching that top 8 for the final. But I recently had a personal best at a competition just last Saturday, which pushes me from 7th up to 4th in the world. So it changes a lot in terms of challenging those girls higher up. So the gold and silver medal are probably secured, but there are probably 5 girls going for that bronze medal. So I am just, of course it's going to be challenging, but everybody loves a good competition. So I'm just looking forward to putting in my best effort. And out there, what am I looking for? I would love another personal best. It was a 27 centimeter PB, which is quite big in shot put. So to go again would be quite big, but I'm going to give my best shot anyway. And just to be challenging those top spots at a Paralympic Games it's an honour. It's an honour.
What was it that inspired you to pick up the shot in the first place and to get involved in Paralympic sport?
Yeah, so I suppose I got involved with an induction day for parasport with IWA Sport back in 2010. So that kind of, prior to that point, I didn't know that parasport existed, that there was a sport at all levels for people with disabilities, or people of different abilities, as I like to say. But I fell in love with the events from day one. So I started off with discus, javelin and shot put. I still compete in all 3, but probably more of a focus on shot put at the moment because I'm on the team and I just want to give it my best shot. But I just fell in love with it, the fact that I could do something that I loved, representing my country, and just competing at the highest level possible. The fact that I could work towards that and the fact that I've now achieved that is, it's amazing.
And the Paralympics have really captured our heart through London and Rio, so you would have been involved in the sport through both of those games, watching it on television from afar. How does it feel now to be part of the team? Yeah,
it's unbelievable really. Like, I was only just saying there to somebody that London 2012 was I think a key point for me in terms of just watching it at home. Kind of, I was involved a little bit at that stage, but it was at that moment that I realised, I actually want to give this my best shot, that I want to be like those guys, I want to be like Jason, I want to be like Michael McKillop. So just kind of, it was awesome. And then working, that kind of inspired me on then. And then of course we had Rio, we had the Rebel Treble, Noelle Lenihan, Niamh McCarthy and Orla Barry. Just to see them achieving what they did so much for women in sport in Ireland, Paralympic female athletes worldwide, and it was just, again, inspiring. It encouraged me on further, just to kind of try and get better and better every day and be like them one day, and here I am. So
And as a good Kilkenny woman, you wouldn't want those rebels to be taking all of the glory as well.
No, in fairness, they beat us yesterday and fair play to them. They put up a good match, but I'm half Cork, so I can't ignore that. So in fairness, fair play to Cork, they put up a great match. But you're right, I hope to do Kilkenny proud. In fairness, Kilkenny have achieved a lot with GAA and sport in general across the past several decades. So I'm just I hope to do them proud while I'm out there.
And you've got the camogie players in the county who have held the top of the podium, but hopefully Mary Fitzgerald, you will be able to.
You never know. I'm going to give my best shot anyway. And yes, both male and female sport in Kilkenny, it's doing well, and I'd say we have a bright future ahead for sport in Kilkenny. So I hope to be a part of that.
Brilliant. Well, the very best of luck out in Tokyo.
Thanks so much. Thanks a million.
We also spoke to the chef de mission and the director of sport with Paralympics Ireland, Nessa Russell, and with Colin Armstrong, who will be heading out to Tokyo with the team and will be feeding back on social media all the word from the athletes and the action that's taking place in the arenas around the Games.